Good evening, Inderes listeners. Welcome to Tecnotree. I'm Padma Ravichander, CEO, and I'm glad to present to you our Tecnotree vision, the market trends in telecom. What is our product? What are we offering to our customers? Who are our people behind our technology? The positioning of the company in the market, our future vision, financials, and what are our plans to go forward? Tecnotree is a Finnish company in existence for over 4 decades, and we are proud today to enjoy the company of over 90 customers across 70 countries and touch the lives of about close to 1 billion subscribers. Most of our employees are deeply domain trained in our technologies and have certifications in TM Forum standards across the globe. We serve a wide variety of customers from, especially in the Middle East and Asia Pac region, Ooredoo, Telefonica, Saudi Telecom, Claro, Mauritius Telecom, Omantel, Altus, MTN, Elisa, Tele2, DNA are some of our long-standing customers that have stayed with the company over 2 decades, and this list is fast expanding. The validation of this list of customers growing for Tecnotree is further certified by the number of awards and recognitions we have been recently receiving for our stack for the digital platform that we released in 2019. We are proud to hold the only software company in the telecom industry to have received the first platinum badge for Open API certification by TM Forum. We were also recognized for our open digital architecture by TM Forum, and we are the only software company with real world use cases for Open API already implemented. Gartner recognizes our revenue management product portfolio and our customer experience and management portfolio. We were also recognized this year as a Changemaker Award by the Helsinki Stock Foundation and also as one of the top growing, fastest growing companies by Kauppalahti. But more importantly, MongoDB, which is one of the database providers, has awarded the largest consumer of MongoDB databases for telecom industry to Tecnotree. All of these prove that this company is growing at a fast pace. And today we are proud to demonstrate that we have 150 pre-built end-to-end transformational journeys for our order to cash requirements of the CSPs readily available for their use. If data is the new oil, then telecom service providers are the new sheikhs in town. The telecom industry has seen rapid growth right through the pandemic, mainly because it has helped connect families, individuals, companies, and enterprises digitally when distances and work from home situations moved them apart. Today, we are seeing an explosion of a subscription-based economy that is led by the onset of 5G and cloud computing. As you can see in this chart, the 5G penetration around the world is fast exploding, and many of the emerged countries are already 5G mature, although they haven't figured out how to monetize 5G, and I'll talk a little bit about that. And then the 5G explosion continues into emerging and yet to emerge markets. This opportunity gives a great benefit to Tecnotree as our digital stack today is 5G ready, and we have a global footprint across the world in terms of our capability to deliver 5G services to these countries and telecom service providers. As the 5G explosion grows, it is not just the telecommunication service providers that have to transform, but it's also businesses, enterprises have to transform to take benefit of the subscription-based economy that is also equally unfolding. And traditional types of verticals in manufacturing, mining, transportation are all having to embrace artificial intelligence, machine learning capability to provide digital services that are bundled and are fairly advanced and fast. Today, Tecnotree has a global footprint across to serve these customers worldwide, and we also have an in-depth people presence in many geographies to seize these opportunities for growth. As the 5G and cloud services economy starts growing, we are seeing that the requirement for telecommunication industry is expanding, and many operators are prioritizing order to cash transformation in order to support the 5G monetization capabilities that they have to offer. The use of cloud technologies for infrastructure due to supply chain challenges, the cost of infrastructure, and the pressure on inflationary pressures are mounting. The growth for cloud-based telecommunication services are also expanding. In addition to that, we are also noticing that a lot of IoT and edge computing requirements are also being unbundled, along with the ability to integrate e-commerce on a platform. So the network-based economy is poised to become a $70 trillion economy in the next 5 years. And these are the true demand drivers for Tecnotree to unlock the potential of our digital stack. The other big challenge that the telecommunication service providers are facing in the market today is mainly due to the fact that they have been traditionally living in an industry that was highly regulated and was an essential commodity, and they had a lot of proprietary capability with airtime and voice and data type services. But today, with the new type of digital companies that are unfolding with artificial intelligence and machine learning, and the many OTT players that are able to offer digital services like Facebook, Amazon, and Apple, these telecommunication service providers are poised to lose their monopoly on the communication network provisioning if they do not transform their services to create a partner ecosystem and bring capabilities beyond voice and data and traditional telecom services on their platform. The data intensity and the quest for data is not restricted only to emerged markets. It is, in fact, a greater need in emerging markets to actually close the digital gap by increasing the amount of data utilization that these emerging markets have to take on to compete. If you look at APAC, Africa, Middle East, they are the fastest growing markets for 5G penetration and digital transformation today. And traditional CSPs have to now rethink their plan of just being infrastructure service providers to becoming ecosystem players that can integrate everything on their platform beyond just voice, SMS, airtime, and data services to bundled experiences, total experiences that would drive new types of monetization with a powerful set of ecosystem and partner players. This is believed to be a 1.5 trillion economy by 2030, where the accessible market for operators would be 700 billion. So we are talking huge transformation that the telecom operators have to move from being a techco, from being a telco into a techco in order to service their customers in a much more holistic fashion. At Tecnotree, we have been investing steadily in R&D for more than 2 decades. And from our traditional monolithic stack in 2011, we were one among the first to move to an agile, decomponentized, orchestrated architecture in 2017 with our agility stack. And we were among world's first to come up with an open architecture-based digital stack built bottom-up in 2019 when we launched our digital platform in TM Forum. Then well before COVID, we understood that e-commerce integration on the platform was critical for us in order to open up the subscription economy that can be had on our platform. And we integrated an intelligent wallet into the platform to go beyond airtime, prepaid and postpaid type of services to unlock other types of loyalty and voucher services and other types of revenue models that the telecom operator could enjoy with their subscribers. Then in 2021, in order to expand the reach from our 70 odd telecom operators that we worked with to their customers, who are about close to 1 billion customers, subscribers on our platform, we started looking at 3 or 4 verticals through which we can build a partner ecosystem to take their services to our customers. And that was the birth of Tecnotree Moments ecosystem play and a marketplace where we could offer education, health, OTT, other types of OTT services and fintech services to the subscribers of our CSPs. And today, Tecnotree has a global footprint for both Moments and fintech and our digital stack, and we offer all of these services on cloud. So if you look at the journey that we have had so far, in 2019, we were among the world's first to come up with a fully bottom-up built digital stack, which helped us drive digital transformation in preparation for the 5G onset. And then we also ensured that we continued to build our brand image in emerging markets, especially growth markets like Asia Pac and Middle East and Latin America and Africa. And today I'm happy to say some of our largest customers come from these markets. And we have continued to expand the footprint of our stack beyond digital so that we can accelerate the core framework to capture other types of services on our platform. And this can be achieved through our launch of Tecnotree Moments with our digital partner ecosystem play and our digital wallet Diva through our fintech ecosystem play, where we can connect banks and provide e-banking services to many of the banking customers as well as telco customers. Beyond 2022, our foray in this strategy is to create non-linear scalability by expanding our capability in the 5G area and creating interconnected experiences on our platform in the area of healthcare, gaming, airline and travel, sports, entertainment, etc., that should create total experiences for our subscribers, regardless of where they are in the world accessing the platform. So we really believe that there is a good headroom for growth in our strategy. I'm happy to share that Omidyar, who is one of the analysts that follow all these software providers, particularly in the telecommunication industries, along with other industries, has ranked Tecnotree as the fastest revenue growth company in 2021 against some of our competitors. And I believe that the benefit of that truly comes from our platform and the investments we have steadily made in our strategy by expanding our footprint beyond just telco airtime services to other types of digital services and embracing the 5G capabilities for software-defined networks, where the gap between network services and order to cash services are merging into a total experience end-to-end that the customer wishes to have in terms of a seamless experience on the platform. Gartner also has recognized our revenue monetization capability and journeys as one of the top leading software providers to CSPs. All of this has led our brand position from being providers of being an upstart in terms of providing capability on our platform to taking a very higher end value proposition as a trusted partner in driving digital transformation for tier 1 operators across the markets that we serve. This has been validated by leading analysts in the industry and ecosystem advocates like Omidyar, TM Forum, and Gartner, and also business journals like Copilati. So this also creates and validates a strong brand proposition for our employees who wish to join the company. And we have moved our brand image from being a low-cost solution provider to champions in certain areas in terms of reusability and scalability and trusted partners to our clients. Another avenue in which I think Tecnotree has invested a lot, and I'm really proud to say, is in the area of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We value this extremely, and we look for very, very high performance index in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion in our employees. We have been recognized by Financial Times in Europe as among the top 100 inclusive companies in the world. And we believe that we take a lot of effort and pride in ensuring that diversity and inclusion remains a very important ingredient in the way in which we develop and grow our employee strength within the company. It certainly helps the investors because it gives you a factor of trust that the company is strong and capable of operating globally. It gives our customers great satisfaction to know that we understand the markets that they are in and how to serve these markets, because our employees, many of them, are also residing in their markets and are able to relate to the requirements of the customers very easily in an agile way, and also offer a lot of innovation from Finland and from other parts of the world into these markets. So we truly bring the global strength through that process. To our employees, diversity gives a very rich platform for innovation, futuristic thinking, and equality among our staff. And finally, it shows the talent of the leadership to create a very open, honest working environment for our people. So I'm really proud to say that this has been one of the core strengths of Tecnotree going forward. In terms of our financial performance, I'm going to talk a little bit about the last 8 quarters, how we have done, and I think the results really speak for themselves here. If you look at the last 8 quarters in terms of revenue, we've had a 32% growth and a steady growth at it. Despite the pandemic situation, our products and services have had a lot of demand in the Middle East and in the APAC regions of the world. In terms of operating results, while continuing to grow the order book and the business, we have had a good, strong internal digital transformation project within the company to ensure that we are able to measure and scale in more automated ways than people-centric ways. While we have added headcount, we have been very careful in terms of achieving scalability in delivery and quality in our products so that high amount of reuse can be realized through our products. In terms of shareholder equity, I think the results speak for itself. A 4x growth in shareholder equity to 79 million euros is quite commendable. And finally, 138% increase in order book, which truly reflects the demand for our 5G platform that we are currently positioning in the market and expanding our footprint, not only in emerged markets, but also in emerging and yet to emerge markets, as the platform definitely provides the CSPs a rich alternative of services to expand their revenue and monetize their capabilities. What is really important for Tecnotree going forward as the inflationary pressures continue is for us to continue to keep a close watch on our operating model and ensuring that that model remains highly skilled, talented people in cost-effective locations serving the company. We monitor the costs across the board, and we continue to expand our ability to hire people in different markets close to our customers, and to ensure that we do more work out of cloud and SaaS type models where zero touch deployments can lend to higher efficiencies and time to market capability, both for the company and for our customers. Finally, our vision is to empower digitally connected communities. And I truly believe that as we have evolved as a company from where we were with our agility stack to today to be recognized by companies like MongoDB as the largest seller of their database for telecom industry, we have been enjoying a great opportunity in the market in terms of our vision. We have strived to expand our platform beyond pure rudimentary airtime services to consuming data and transforming data to useful information so that we can provide opportunities through our CSPs to their subscribers in the area of health and education. We can give security on our stack in terms of data privacy and trust, and that they can experience a free and fair type of digital services on our stack and have a very inclusive and sustainable total experience on the platform end to end. We really believe that this type of capability narrows the digital divide between the emerging markets and the emerged markets, and Tecnotree is poised to have the non-linear scalable growth because of its strategy to provide this kind of an integrated experience on our digital platform. In terms of key risks, definitely I believe that Tecnotree is making investments in futuristic technologies, marketplaces in the areas of fintech, moments, and SaaS. These are all very measured investments, but they would probably have a cycle time of 1 to 3 years to mature. We're already seeing a lot of good appetite for these services on our platform. In fact, some of these services are the reasons why customers are interested in buying our digital stack. The cost pressures and the market conditions, the geopolitical conditions in the country and around the world continue to pose pressures on our costs. And we are no different to any other company when it comes to inflationary pressures. And we require to continue to invest on procuring the right talent at a higher cost. At the same time, we try to control those cost pressures by further automation and continuous investments to increase our footprint and increase our order intake to help out with our cost structures. The third area of risk is definitely cash and receivables. We operate, as you have seen, with tier 1 telcos. We have even now moved away from having 1 or 2 customers who bring maximum revenue, and we have reduced the concentration of risk of having few customers who bring large amounts of revenue to many more tier 1 telcos who support us. Our platform is mission critical for their order to cash capability and their revenue monetization capability, and therefore we believe that these orders and these commitments our customers have made are essential ingredient to their success. And finally, we do have issues with risks related to working in emerging markets in terms of foreign exchange exposures. And here, this company has always worked in emerging markets, and we have a very mature way in handling cash from these markets and managing our risks with these customers through advance payments, etc. And the final risk is the customer concentration. And as you have seen, starting with our new digital stack in 2019, we have added many new tier 1 telcos with marquee names like Saudi Telecom, Zain, Ooredoo, Vodafone, etc. And we are continuing to expand our footprint into emerged markets for 5G penetration. And therefore, we hope that these critical customers who are bringing in the maximum revenues will be marginalized over time. Our outlook for 2022 remains the same. We believe that in the second half of 2022, our revenue will be higher than what was expected in the first half of 2022. The full year revenue is expected to be 5 to 10% higher than 2021, and the full year EBIT is expected to be slightly lower than 2021. The lower EBIT that we have projected is mainly due to the business requirement to fulfill a higher order book of deliveries that we have in hand, and the new investments that we have made in Moments, FinTech, and SaaS, coupled with the headwinds that have caused high inflation and adversity in our currency movement. So that is our outlook, and thank you very much for listening.